Alright guys, welcome back to Death from Above 40k. We've got another battle report here. We've got some brother on brother action, some Space Wolves taking on some Blood Angels. Jake's back, he's going to head up the Space Wolves, I'm going to head up the Blood Angels. We thought it'd be a good idea because obviously the new codex is out. I've just did a Tactica video on both these armies, so if you want in-depth reviews on them, go check that out. The Blood Angels one's changed a little bit for this matchup, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we'll go through the armies and break down what we got in them and tell you what's going on. So, Space Wolves, 1,500 points. We've got a battalion, so 12 command points. Pretty straightforward. What's in the list? HQs. We got Ragnar Blackmane up the front. He's leading the army. He's the warlord, and so he should be. Up the back here, Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Twin las cannon, heavy flamers, you know what he does, gets around killing everything with his true claw. Troops choices, we got some blood claws here. Yeah, blood claws? I'm having a... anyway, yeah, they got chainswords, bolt pistols. The pack leader there's got a power fist, and then the Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor has a thunderhammer and a storm shield. Then just behind Ragnar here, we have a 5-man unit of intercessors with auto bolt rifles. And the pack leader over here has a power fist. Then over here, unit of grey hunters, chainswords, bolt guns. Pack leader's got a power fist. One of these guys has got a plasma pistol. And then we've got a Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator armor with a power fist and a storm bolter. Elites, Wolf and Dreadnought, Blizzard Shield, Great Fenrisian Axe. Then we got fast attack, 5 Thundercav. They've all got storm shields. Pack leader's got a thunderhammer. Everybody else has got a lightning claw now. Then in heavy support, Long Fangs pack, 5 of, 4 with heavy bolters, pretty straightforward. And then another Long Fangs pack, 7 of. We've got 3 with rockets, 2 with las. Then we've got a Wolfguard pack leader in Terminator arm with Cyclone missile launcher, storm bolter, and a lightning claw. And then this guy's just pointing off in the distance. He's got his little signum array there now because that's what they use. No more re-rolling ones. Just get a signum, make us all the bloody same. Alright, coming over here. Blood Angels. Few changes in this list. Minor ones, but hey, it's all good. So, HQs. We've got Primaris Captain, Mastercrafted Power Sword, Mastercrafted Auto Bolt Rifle. You know what he does. Then over here, we've got back in the list, the Sanguinary Priest. Now, for the Sanguinary Priest, there's a few upgrades and things going on with him. So I have given him a jump pack. Then we've made him a Chief Apothecary, which costs 25 points. Then he's also taking the Warlord trait Selfless Healer. So he's going to be the Warlord. And then on top of that, he's got the Teeth of Terror as his relic. So pretty much what it means is he can heal 2 units each turn, and it's an automatic 3 to the heal. And when he uses the combat restorative thing, which is a stratagem, it doesn't cost him anything to bring a unit back. So he'll be choppy, he'll be supporting the units. His little goblet now does something different. So when things are within 6 of him, they count as being in the combat doctrine. So that could come in early if we get into the assault early. And he also gives a 6 up, feel no pain bubble, 3 inches. So he's quite the workhorse in the army now. Alright, so we got Captain, Priest, then up the back we've got the Librarian Dreadnought. He's going to have Null Zone and Psychic Fortress. It'll be nice when he gets back some of his other psychic powers to make him actually a choppy monster again, but hey, neither here nor there. So they're the 3 HQs. Then we've got troops. 1, 2, 3 5-man units of intercessors, auto bolt rifles, and power fist on the sergeants. Then what have we got? Elites. Fair few elites. So we've got unit of Death Company in here now. So we dropped the Hellblasters and a few other bits and bobs. Now these Death Company are all armed with Astartes chainswords and hand flamers. I just wanted to see how that goes. So I think it'll be cool because in the hand flamers are now range 12. They're only strength 3. But then in the assault phase, they'll be AP1 as well. So, you know, could get a massed amount of auto-hitting AP1 and then jump in chainsword things. Who knows? Could go terribly wrong and have to pull their hands off again. So they got them. Then we got 1, 2 Furioso Dreads. Now we've gone back to the 2 fists, which now, well, they're claws actually, the little blender claws. Gives them +1 attack. Both of them have got underslung heavy flamers, and they've both got magna grapples. Yeah, pretty straightforward. So then we got the big dog. He's got his plasma incinerator and all his other little bells and whistles. He's got a Onslaught Gatling cannon under there. He's got an Icarus rocket pod and a few other bits and bobs. Really like this guy in the last battle report, so he's going to be around for a while. Then fast attack. 1, 2, 3 attack bikes with multi-melters. They now get 2 shots, so they're really good. So, there we have it. 1,500 points. 12 command points. Teeth of Terror is a relic. Pretty good. Alright, so we'll roll up a mission and we'll get these 2 punching on and we'll get back to you in a minute. Alright guys, we've rolled up a mission. We're ready to rock and roll. Everything's all set up. So, what mission did we roll up? It's called Frontline Warfare. So in Frontline Warfare, there's 4 objectives. There's 1 under this mob here, 1 over here, 1 over to the right, and then 1 under that blob of guys there. Now, it's the same as most of the missions now. You get 5 points for holding 1, another 5 points for holding more, and then you can get another 5 points if you hold more than your opponent. For a maximum of 15 points per battle round. So, for secondaries, we've chosen the same secondaries as each other. We've both chose attrition, which is if you can kill more than your opponent, you get 4 points. We've both chose engage on all fronts, which is if you have models in 3 or more quarters, which will most likely happen with both these armies throughout this battle due to where the objectives are. And the other one is we also did Vital Ground, which scores you, let's have a look at it, 3 bonus points for holding the one in your opponent's deployment zone, and 2 extra points for the ones in the middle here. So it's just extra points for holding the objectives. Deployment for the Blood Angels. So starting from the right over here, attack bike coming across, another attack bike, then we've got a blob in here, Redemptor Dread up front, Librarian Dread behind. We've got 3 units of intercessors and the 2 HQs in the middle here. Then we've got another attack bike, and then I've paid a command point to put the 2 dreadnoughts in strategic reserves, and then the Death Company are also in reserve, but they don't have to pay for it because they have jump packs. So, then if we come over here, we've got Space Wolves. Everything's on the board. So up here he's got Long Fangs all on top of these barrels. Now we're just looking at this before. Now these Long Fangs can pretty much see every objective in the game. So from there, like if you look down there, they can see them all. So from these barrels they can give cover fire to all objectives. So it's a bit yoiksy. Then down here, Blood Claws. Coming over here, we've got Thundercav, we've got Bjorn, I forgot his name, Wolfen Dreadnought, Intercessors, and then Ragnar's also in the middle there. Then we've got another Grey Hunters unit over here. So, we'll roll to see who gets first turn and kick this off. So, just over here, mate. What do you got? Bloody Bright Dice 4. Oh no. So Space Wolves will be having first turn. So Jakey Boy will be kicking off this battle. And that's not good. Now I'm looking at this with all these looking straight over here. This could be bad. Alright, we'll get back to you after Space Wolves' first turn to see if I've got anything on the board. Alright guys, end of Space Puppy round 1. There's been a bit of stuff. Alright, so let's go through it. We'll start over here. These guys ran forward onto this objective. Intercessors stayed here. Bjorn moved across. This guy ran, only rolled 1. These guys ran, got a 15 for the Thundercav, and then there was a 6 rolled for Ragnar, so they're right up here. These guys also rolled a 6 for their run, so they're right up there. So there's a big front up on this objective here. That was movement. Shooting wise, these guys up here And Bjorn shot into the Redemptor Dread and took 10 wounds off him. Duty Eternal once again kept him alive by those literally, from each of the weapons that got through, there was 1 minus stop it. Otherwise it would have been 13, you would have been killed. So even though he's severely wounded, Duty Eternals kept him alive. Then these heavy bolters fired over in here and obliterated 3 Primaris Marines. Really good stuff now being flat 2 damage. Not for me, but for Jake it was really good. So, no points scored at this current juncture because it's first battle round. And we don't know if he's killed more than me. We didn't kill anything completely anyway. So, we'll get on to Blood Angels turn 1 and see if I can't return the favour and kill some stuff. Alright guys, end of Blood Angels turn 1, and we've retaliated. Killed some stuff, moved some things, blown some shit up. Alright, movement wise. The bike that was over here, zipped up over here, shot into there and done nothing. That side of the board done. Then over here, there was combined shooting from the bike here, all the small arms fire, shot into here and killed everyone but that bloody Terminator there, so that's no good because he's got a Thunderhammer and a Storm Shield, so he's going to come in angry next turn by the looks of things. The Plasma Incinerator shot up into here and killed the Signum bearing guy, so that didn't do a great deal, but hey, here's what it is. And the rest of everything in here charged into the Thunder Cav, and we killed 3 of them and took 3 wounds off 1. How that went down is that was a combination of the Dreadnought got into combat, and he actually hit with all 5 attacks, wounded with all 5 attacks, but then Storm Shields protected the Wolves. Then the Rin Rin Chainsaw guy, he killed, I think, 1 or 2 of them, and then the 2 units of Intercessors killed the rest. He attacked back with everything onto this guy, and only did 3 wounds on him, and then I paid 2 command points to have the Intercessors go again, and that was when they wounded this guy down to 3 wounds. So yeah, between them, they've killed a heap of the Wolves, but no whole unit was killed by either of us for this turn. And Jake's sitting on a lot of objectives coming into turn 2. I think he's going to rack up a fair few points by the looks of it, but we'll see what happens. We will, this guy also brought a guy back from the dead, because it's free. Get around it. Alright, we'll get on with Space Wolves turn 2, and stay tuned and watch out for this guy, because he's just about to start that chainsaw up and just ran, motherfucker. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alright guys, end of Space Wolves turn 2. And they've done some stuff. Shenanigans have been ensued. So, movement wise, these guys all stayed still. This Dreadnought moved up a bit. Well, that's not a Dreadnought, that's Bjorn. As you can see, Raggers is up here. The other Dreadnought's up here. These guys are up here. They didn't move. These guys just got into the rafters. Okay, shooting wise, he actually shot across here into my Librarian, because as Jake pointed out, it's not just, it's got to be within 3 of like a unit. So those characters were actually both out in the open, and he took 4 wounds off him. These heavy bolters here shot across here and took 2 wounds off this bike. Bjorn shot into the Librarian Dread as well and did nothing. And over here, these guys shot all their weapons into here and took 3 wounds off this bike. Combat. So before we go into combat too, Jake got 12 points because he was on this one, 5 points, he was on this one, and that gave him 7 points because of his secondaries, because it's in the middle. This one over here though, we measured out, and I had Intercessors within 3 of it as well, so it was actually contested. But as you can see, Ragnar fixed that for him. But yeah, combat wise, Ragnar ran in and finished off one of the Intercessor units. This guy ran in and finished off the Dreadnought. And the Wolf, oh what a bloody hell, Thunder Cav were here. They're no longer here, they died, but they killed the priest before dying. So the priest attacked first and killed the wounded dog, and then the guy with the hammer hit back, hit the priest. Then these guys hit back at the Thunderwolf, and then I paid 2 command points again to attack again, finishing him off. So Jake actually killed 3 units that turn, and I killed 1. So if I can't kill 2 or more, he's going to get more secondaries at the end of this battle round. And this guy also got in there, but he whiffed, so no big deal there. But that is it. So he did a heap of killing, stuff got killed. We will go into Blood Angel's turn 2 now, and see if we can't do something and make a bit of magic happen, because we have to do something now because he's turning the pressure up. Alright, we'll get back to you in a minute. Alright guys, end of Blood Angel turn 2, and there's been some crazy shenanigans happening on this table, I tell you. Let's break it down. So we'll start over this side. This guy zipped over there, shot into here, and nuked one guy. This guy sat back here. These guys are all up in the center here. These guys ran up onto this objective. 2 dreadnoughts came out from the side here. Death Company over here came down in the center here between these 2 units. And that's it for movement. So, psychic wise, Big Boy put Null Zone on, which removed everyone's invuln saves in the center here and was very effective, as we'll get to in a minute. But shooting wise, it wasn't a great deal. These guys come down and their hand flamers nuked 1 Primaris Marine, and obviously they ran in there and killed all of them except for the Sergeant. The Sergeant hit back and killed 1 Death Company. Over here in the center here, there was a little bit of shooting. Ragnar got shot by the guy's auto bolt rifle here, and it actually did 4 wounds on him. Then he ran in and finished Ragnar off. This fella here ran in and finished off the other dreadnought. And these guys couldn't quite remove this guy, and I paid the 2 command points again to fight twice, but without getting the charge off, it wasn't enough attacks to finish off this angry Space Wolf, who hit back and smashed one of my guys. Shooting from these guys, and the flamers over here and everything, shot up into here, and we killed all but 3 of these, so all the rockets are gone, so it's just 2 las cannons and that now. And that's about it. I only scored 7 points for the battle round because engage on all fronts, and having this at the start. Now, as far as the attrition went, we actually both, I matched his amount of kills this turn, finishing, because I finished off Ragnar and the Dreadnought, meaning we both killed 3 units for the battle round, so neither of us score that one. So at the end of battle round 2, Jake's on 12, I'm on 7, and we'll be going into Space Wolf turn 3, and see what these angry wolf boys can do in retaliation to that hefty attack I just put down. A bit of smackdown, if you will. Alright guys. Alright guys, end of Space Wolf turn 3, and they are not messing around. They just killed a heap of crap and scored pretty good points again. So he got 12 points, because at the start he was on this one, and he's still holding this one over here, which give him 7, so he got that. Now, shooting wise and killing wise is where he shined. So these guys here lit up one of the dreadnoughts that were here. Boom, that's gone. Blew him out of his socks. See ya, champ. Then this unit here shot into the Primaris Marines that were here. Same thing again. Blew them all out of their socks. Those 2 wounds, gee whiz, just like smashed through the unit with all these shots. Then over here, these guys lit up the attack bike that was there, killed it, so that's 4. And then Bjorn ran in and smashed through the Librarian Dreadnought. But then the Librarian Dreadnought exploded, taking 2 wounds off Bjorn, taking 2 wounds off this guy, killing a Primaris Marine and killing the Wolf Guard Terminator that was there. So it was just absolutely catastrophic. So I got to kill 2 units now to get up to his even with him, or I get the points, or move forward, because I finished off this unit here, even though it was his turn, and obviously the guy over here dying is another unit finished off. But he killed 4 units, so that was just bloody brutal. Really good turn from the Space Wolves, turned it up. Long Fangs are no joke. Let's put another unit of them in, I reckon. But let's keep this going. Alright, we'll get back to yours and have Blood Angels turn 3. And they're very reduced now. There's not many Blood Angels left on the battlefield, so we're going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat or die trying. We'll get back to yours. Alright guys, End of Blood Angels turn 3, and they've turned it up. So what they do, multi-melter from here. The multi-melter from here finished off Bjorn. There was a little bit of shooting from these guys, and the heavy flamers went up into here. Didn't do much, just did a wound on a guy. And then over here, the Death Company jumped over here, made their charge into here, and absolutely brutalised the squad in there, just cut them down. They lost one in the thing, and then there was only one left in the unit. Sorry, they lost a Death Company to Overwatch on the way in, an overcharged plasma round, but then they managed to cleave down the rest of the unit. They were getting like 6 attacks of piece each, plus 1 to wound, AP2. Just brutalised the unit, chopped them up. So that evened out the points for kill points, because we both got 4 for the round. At the start of the round, the Death Company were over here giving me 8 points, and here 5 points. No one was close enough to this unit at the start. And so now the Blood Angels are on 22 and the Space Wolves are on 24. But the only thing left with the Space Wolves is these guys. So Jake's going to go into his turn 4 and try and just, I think he's just going for use those guns to wipe out as much crap as he can, while I try and not get wiped out and try and chop him up. Alright, we'll get back to you in Space Wolf turn 4. Alright guys, end of Space Wolf's turn 4. Not a great deal happened. He used these long fangs, shot into here and took 4 wounds off this dread. And then he used these heavy bolter guys to clear out my troops off this objective, so no more intercessors. Other than that, not a lot happened. He couldn't score any points, and this is all he's got left. So this has been an absolute grind at the minute. So pretty much it's Blood Angels retaliation in turn 4, and we'll see if these guys can withstand it. And who knows? I think this is coming to a close, but we'll finish off battle round 4 and see where we're at anyway. All right, we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, guys, end of Blood Angel turn 4, and I think we all knew what was going to happen here. Bang! No more Space Wolves. All right. So what happened? Pretty much these 2 guys here, with their multi-melters and bolt guns combined with the flamers here, finished off the guys that were up here. There was only 3 of them left, so the multi-melters just pumped them, and the flamers also assisted. Up here, this guy killed one of the long fangs on the way in with his bolt rifle, and then he just sliced the other guys down. I think he had 7 attacks. What did he wound him on? It was like wound him on bloody 2s, AP4, flat 2 damage. He just sliced through them all. So that's the game. At the end of this, I got 15 points too, because I had this one, and the Death Company were on this one. I only moved them over here just in case it went another round. But speaking man of the match, I was just talking to Jake, and he's gone with his long fangs as man of the match. We both discussed, I think they were more effective before with the reroll 1s and some of their strats, but that might get changed back when the supplement comes out. You know, they might just be in line with Devastators just for now, and then we'll see what happens. But the heavy bolters specifically, he was saying, are really good because they're really good anti-infantry now, because a lot of infantry's got 2 wounds, and bolters before sort of struggled, where now that first round having AP2, strength 5, flat 2 damage, well-priced weapon, good range. They're back on track. They feel like what a heavy bolter should feel like. For myself, I'm giving man of the match to these bad boys. Death Company. Man, they just grind things up. I think just with the Astartes chainsword, you can put a pistol on them if you want. You don't have to though, because it's the chainsword that I found was just mass attacks, mass damage, carnage. Doesn't cost anything. If you want to run them cheap and cheerful just with the bolt pistol and chainsword and a jump pack, I'd highly recommend it. I'll probably, I'm going to add more in. I'm not sure whether to make it a 10-man squad or another 5-man squad. I really liked the hand flamers, range 12, just a lot of shots, and you know, certain battles where you come up against, like, you know, things like Tau, Elder, Guardsmen, you're going to be able to drop down and clear out a unit of them with the flames, then charge something else, or vice versa, whatever you want to do. So really good. 2 wounds helps and buffed him up. This guy's getting an honourable mention too. I love this captain. All round badass, sword, gun, just gets in there, can do everything. Can fight at range, fight at close combat, you name it. So there you go. Had a bit of the Battle of the Brothers. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We'll get back to the drawing board and make some more reports for you. And hopefully some new codexes come out soon so we can display some of the carnage. Hopefully from Xenos side. I hear Death Guard's coming out soon, so I'm very keen to get my hands on that. So stay tuned, guys, and we will get back to you shortly. And have a nice day.